updates in documents on the Idaho court portal under Kohberger's case. So today is December 1st, and we didn't get an extension. They actually handed over the DNA IgG documents.
Well, I don't know if I'm more scared or not, because we have not been told what is all included yet.
Right. There's nothing. So it's literally just the notice of in-camera submission. It literally just says that the state submitted the IgG information and gave it to the court for an in-camera review.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
But
it doesn't say that they submitted documents from the FBI and they submitted documents from Othram. It just says they submitted IgG, right?
The IgG
the order
information.
Addressing IgG DNA. Yep. So remember, the defense wanted 2 separate reports or documents.
Yep.
So is that what came?
Well, yes, they did, but Judge Judd said, no, I'm just going to include it all in one.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so is it both the FBI and the private lab?
Right, because you could submit one single page with handwritten notes on it, like Bill Thompson said, like, hey, Judge, we have some handwritten notes, and that would fall in line with what we're seeing here.
Yeah, and I also question, how does Judge know for sure it's all of the information? How does he even know that?
He doesn't.
Yeah. So, also, we have a filing from November 29th, which was just a couple of days ago. And this is one that I've seen kind of going around online. People have been talking about. But it's motion to temporarily seal order to transfer evidence for forensic evaluation pending hearing.
And that was posted today?
No, November 29th.
Oh, okay. So 2 or 3 days ago or whatever? Yeah.
So, yeah, and then the next day there was just the thing basically confirming the sealing of that. Mm-hmm. But in order... Okay, so they're transferring evidence for forensic evaluation.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
So I've been seeing some people online basically speculating, does that mean the FBI found something at the house?
Wait, what? Why? Does it say it's coming from the FBI?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It does. It's sealed. We don't know. We have zero idea.
Right. But I didn't know if it was saying that they were transferring evidence from the FBI. You could say that and have it still be sealed, because what's sealed is the details of that evidence, not who has it.
So here's what I think it could be. Wait a minute. Because release or disclosure... Okay, so they want to seal it because release or disclosure would, 1, interfere with enforcement proceedings, 2, deprive a person of a right to a fair trial, 2 again, constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy.
I think this is what is on every...
3, disclose the identity of a confidential source and or 4, disclose investigative techniques and or procedures.
Yeah, I think that's what they post on every item that's going to be gagged. I think that's always the same.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
But it says that it would do these things.
No.
If they released it.
It would do these things?
That's what the language says, but... okay, so... Hereby moves the court to seal herein because release or disclosure would interfere with enforcement proceedings.
Yeah.
It would do all of these things.
Okay.
So the language is just odd. Because I thought that too. Is this just like the standard copy and paste that they put on every document? Which it kind of seems that way, if I'm being honest. Like when you read it kind of seems that way.
We've read it before. That's why I was saying that.
Yeah, but the language is odd, and I saw people pointing that out, like that disclosure would, do these things, and then, confidential source, what? You know what I mean? But then I kind of wondered, is this the FBI information that Bill Thompson, because the state is who is doing this, and who just turned over all the stuff to Judge about the IGG.
Right.
So was it about this, the transfer of that information to get it to Judge?
I mean, it could be. It could be.
Like, I just want to be fair here. Like, is it new evidence, or is it the IGG information they were trying to get to Judge's hands before December 1st? Yeah. And they needed to transfer it from somewhere.
Yeah, there's no way to know.
But I don't know how it could be that, because it says for forensic evaluation.
Yeah. Well, it could be that. It could be that. They could have their own experts and they want a second evaluation.
It's just interesting the state's doing it, because if the state is transferring evidence, say the FBI really found something at the home or they're having something re-looked at, it's the state doing it, not the defense. Meaning whatever it is, it probably doesn't look too good for Kohberger. Now they're doing this now, at this time.
Oh, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
This is just strange. You don't think this is strange?
No, I think it's normal business. Business is normal. I don't think it's strange.
You don't think this could be about new evidence from the home?
No.
Why not?
I mean, I think that it's possible it's that, but I'm not willing to say it's more possible that it's that than it is getting a piece of evidence they have to be looked at from a secondary expert. There's just no way to know. So I'm not willing to jump on the weird train because there's no information in here making it weird. So I don't know if other content creators or whatever felt like it was weird. I don't see anything weird.
No, it's sealed. It's just weird that they're transferring evidence for forensic evaluation. I'm not talking about any specific content creator. I'm literally just talking about that I think it's weird. And I also saw rumblings of it online already, people just talking about it.
Interesting.
I think it's odd that they're transferring evidence for forensic evaluation at this point in time.
Well, the trial hasn't started.
And it's okay, but the point is the FBI was just back at the home.
Okay,
that's what's weird about it. Like,
so you think the FBI could have gathered information and then they're transferring that information to ISP?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I found it highly unlikely the FBI would find anything in the home at this point. After how many times it's been combed through and like how it's been cleaned,
the audio,
I found it highly unlikely they would find any physical evidence. But I saw many experts saying, yeah, they're gonna rip anything they can out of that house even now and test it and go through it with a fine tooth comb and see if they can find a hair, a fiber.
Yeah.
DNA, anything.
I don't think they can do that because of how poorly the house was handled. I think that they could try, but the defense would have an argument that would trump card anything that they could come up with because all they got to do is show that they have been walking through that house with no booties, no masks on, no anything. Literally no coverage this last time. So I don't think they're going to be able to get anything in that way. I know you mentioned when you were presenting this that you think this could not look good for Bryan Kohberger. I don't see that. I don't think it could. I think it could be nothing. I don't see how this document shines anything on looking bad on Bryan Kohberger.
No, I think the fact that the state's doing it, that it might not end up good for Kohberger if they found something new.
Oh, gosh, I feel like that's just a coin flip.
Yeah, it is. It's all about speculation. Like, none of this is factual whatsoever.
We expected them to go in that house and come up with some kind of evidence. So this is expected, not surprised.
No, no, it's not surprising.
Yeah. It's
not. But it's interesting that, you know, they're transferring evidence for forensic evaluation all of a sudden, and that I think everybody thought there was going to be extension for the IGG, that Bill Thompson wouldn't hand it over.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I think I saw everybody saying, "Oh, he's for sure going to use that extension."
Yeah, I don't think I speculated one way or the other because he already said what he was going to do in court before that time. We know all there is handwritten notes. So that's all they're going to get. He's already said it.
I hope you're not right.
I absolutely am. Obviously, I don't have proof, but that is... why else would Bill Thompson come out and say that, sure, I could get some chicken scratch, you know, handwritten notes, some whatever. That's all they're going to get. Obviously. Especially with no extension and major submission, I don't think they're going to give anything.
Uh-oh.
That's just going to be the outcome.
Well, we'll see. I want to know what you guys think about these recent filings. If, you know, just tell me, you know, what do you think it is? What do you speculate is going on here with them transferring evidence? Is it old evidence getting relooked at? Is it new evidence? Is it just the IGG? Like, I don't know. I guess it could be.